PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on second down. Newton, he'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. And his pass incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Gone. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That second down play nets a -4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Newton's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Play fake, and it's Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
The ball carrier
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. First throw now for the backup, Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
And at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the 50, it's gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 27-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Gurley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they run out of defense.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Being chased out left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Number 30.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Newton, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Reed. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go one more. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mike 51. Rip right. Check motion. Hey, live.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Newton. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After the run, Newton going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Newton. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
20.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 80.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw, gone. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, gone. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
An option run here for Cam. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, break 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Eagles 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Eagles on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Okay, 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Jags, it's an important